Second grade, what's going on? Mr. Hunter here with your math lesson for today. This is a fun one. We're gonna try out some things. I'm gonna try to give you some help in remembering how to do multiplication and showing you a trick of how you can know how to multiply certain numbers. Okay, we're gonna be working out of pages or on pages 273 and 274. So I hope you guys are ready. You got your water. Remember, math is important, so you need to be focused up here. All right, got your water and you're ready to jump in. All right. We'll look at number one, starting on number one. It says, mark the bubble under the coins that equal 35 cents. This is something that I don't really think you guys need help with, because if you know how much a quarter is worth, you know how much a nickel is worth, a dime or a penny, then you know you could just add them up. So we have the first one. That's a quarter and that's a nickel. A quarter is worth 25, a nickel is worth 5. So we're trying to get the 35 cents. But if we add 5 to 25, that's only going to give us 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's not 35. So let's look at the next one. I already know this one is not going to be it because I see a penny. And if a nickel is worth more than a penny and we added the nickel and a quarter and it wasn't right, then a 25 and 1 is not going to be 35 either. So there's only one last choice. And what is that? That has the quarter and the dime, so that equals 35 cents. Or as in Spanish, they say 20 y cinco, 20 y cinco. All right. Number two, it says a word problem. Without using your ruler, so don't use your ruler. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Without using your ruler, estimate how long this line is and circle your answer. Using your ruler, measure the line and draw a box around the correct answer. So I want you guys to take a guess. Take a guess, okay? Take a guess. Estimate. Estimate means you guess. It's like an educated guess. So you can look. You say, I think that line is 5 inches. And then you take your ruler and you put it down there and see what it actually is. So it's not wrong if you guess wrong, but it's just wanting to see if you can kind of gauge with your eyes how big the lines are based on your eye test, okay? All right, you're gonna do that for number two. Number three, it's a word problem, and it says, if Ivy bought a pencil for 10 cents, so underline 10 cents, how much money would she need to buy 3 pencils? So she bought 1 pencil for 10 cents, 1 pencil for 10 cents, and then she wants to buy 3 pencils. So what do we have to do? We have to count by 10. How many times? She wants 3 pencils. She already bought 1. 1 costs 10 cents. So she wants 2 more. How much more money does she need? You need to bubble in the correct answer. If she's buying 3 pencils, how much money will she have to pay? All right. Then number 4, it says write the times. Ooh, we're working with clocks again. We're working with clocks again. So what you see here, you see a 5 with the little hand and a 9 with the big hand. But here's the thing. Remember, guys, if it's not all the way on the 12, then what do we do? If the little hand's not all the way on the 5, it's partially on it, but it's not all the way on it. If it's not all the way on it, what number does that go to? I think you guys know. And then remember, when you're counting on the numbers on the outside, you're counting by 5s. So it's not going to be whatever it is, 9. It's going to be something 45, something 45. You're going to do that for all the clocks down there. Make sure you're paying very close attention. You don't move too fast when you're answering that. Number 5, we went over this yesterday. All right. I'm going to ask you a question. Ruby, Mackenzie, Ada, Solomon, Michael, and Naomi. When you hear the word quotients, what does that mean? Remember, when you're adding the sums, that means you're doing plus. If you're finding the differences, you're doing subtraction, which is a straight line. If you're finding the product is an X. And what does the X mean? Multiplication. So if we're doing quotients, what is the only thing that's left? Dividing. We're doing division. Now, here's a way you can find out some things as well. You have the number 10. You have 2. How many times do you count by 2 to get to 10? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How many is that? That's 5. So that's what you're going to put at the top. All right. What about the next one? You have 2 divided by 20. How many times do you have to count by 2s to get to 20? How many times do you have to count by 2 to get to 20? All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. How many times was that? That was 10. Guess what you're going to do for all of that, okay? Now, I want to show you guys something pretty quickly. This is fun. I think you'll like this, all right? So what we have here, we have the text. And what we're going to be doing is you're going to try to multiply. So here, that's 4 times 2 equals 8. You count by 4 twice. You go 4, 8. So you have 2 4s. That's what it is. 2 sets of 4. That gives you 8. But now here's what I want you to do. You take that 8 and you're going to bring it down here. You're going to say 8 times 2. All right. So if we count to 8 twice, what are we going to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, 8. I messed up my fingers. All right, so you have 8. But then bring them down and then count by 8 again. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, so 8 2 times equals 16? Okay, so I agree. That equals 16. Now, what do we need to do? We'll take that 16 and we're going to times it times 2. All right, so count 16 twice. Do you guys see what we're doing? You're just adding up the number. You're adding up the number, or pretty much doubling up each time. So 2 4s equals 8, 2 8s equals 16, 2 16s equals 32. And I need to put that there. All right, that's what you're going to be doing. That's just a practice to get you to understand that. All right, that's not on your worksheet. You're going to turn your page over and we're going to look at number 1. All right, guys, so we're on the back. We're on number 1 on page 274. It says write the answer. 1 dozen equals how many things? 1 pound equals how many ounces? 1 kilogram equals how many grams? 1 pint equals how many cups? 1 quart equals how many pints? And 1 gallon equals how many quarts? Don't be fearful. You guys can try this out. I know we've had a little bit of struggle with remembering the kilograms and the grams. So I'm going to put a video in the YouTube link after this, so you guys can get an update about what it is exactly. Just a little refresher. I know we've gone over it, but just a little refresher because I saw some errors over the last week or so. Some on the test and just some on the worksheet. So we're going to make sure that we lock that down and solidify our knowledge in that department. Number 2, draw the lines to match. You have to draw a line to the side, to the object that shows the side. You have to draw a line to the object that shows the edge. A line to the object that shows the vertex. The vertex is the corner or the point. And then an object, draw the line of a face. So you guys, I think you know how to do that pretty well, but we'll review that if you have any questions on that as well. All right, let's look at number 3. It says, Noah bought an Everglades pencil for 49 cents. So what I want you guys to do, I want you to have a little workspace. There's a little space next to this word problem. I want you to put a period and then put 49. That's going to show 49 cents. You're going to put that at the top. All right, don't put any line underneath of it. Just put a period and put a 49 cents. All right, then it says he bought an alligator sticker for 15 cents. All right, so now what we're going to do, directly under the 49, we're going to put a period and we're going to put a 15. Period and a 15. And then it says, then he brought a Manatee postcard for 25 cents. Wow, okay, so he brought a lot. We're going to put a period and then a 25 underneath 15. So what you should have is a 49, period 49, period 15, period 25. Those are 49 cents, 15 cents, and 25 cents. How much money did he spend? Guys, what you're going to do is you're going to add up all of those cents, all of that money there. You're going to add all of that up, and then you may have to carry something, but do it correctly. You're going to put it in there. I need you to know how you write the cent sign. You can write a period and then write the number, or you can just write the number, but make sure you put the cent sign after it. So it has to be the period, then the number, or you just write the number and write a cent sign. You guys weren't identifying that correctly on your test last week. Some of you, I won't say everybody, but some of you didn't do that correctly. So just make sure you're identifying, because if you just put 25, it's wrong. You don't identify if it's a cents or what it is, not just a regular number. We're talking about money. All right, number 4, we're doing more clock work. This time you have to set the clocks yourself. So for the first one, it says 1:35. The second clock says 7:20. Remember, the little hand shows you the hour. The big hand shows you the minutes. And then more work with thermometers. We're always going to need to know the temperature. We're always going to need to know how to know what time it is as well. So looking at the temperature, remember, if you're going by the numbers, you have 50, 60, 70, 80. The little lines in between actually show you that is counting by twos. If it doesn't go all the way to that number, to that line, then it's going to be in between. Half of 2 is 1. So if it goes a little bit over, but not to the next line, you know you have to put 1, okay? All right? We're counting by 1s or we're counting by 2s, but you have to identify which one on the thermometer. I hope I didn't say that confusingly. It got a little jumbled there at the end, but that's pretty much what you're doing with the thermometers. I think you guys will be good. You have 76 degrees and 41 degrees. All right, last but not least, write the missing numbers. 9 plus what equals 16? Remember how I showed you guys to do this. Okay? We're going to erase this part right here. Erase that part. And then you have this. You have 9 plus blank equals 16. So we don't know what that is. So what we're going to do is take that 16 and we're going to subtract the number that we have, which is 9. That's going to give us what? 7. So in the blank, it's going to go to 7. All right. Now, what do you do if you have a number that's not a plus? Because if you plus it, then you're subtracting. If you have this problem, all right, 18, which is our problem on yours, all right, minus, and then we don't know what that number is. We don't know what that number is, but we know the answer is going to be 7. So what we can do is take that 18, put it right back down here, and we're going to minus 7 now to find out what we're going to get. So what does that give us? That gives us the number 11. So 11 is going to go in that space right there. 18 minus 11 equals 7. Right here, 9 plus 7 equals 16. That's the way that you can figure out those answers at the bottom. You guys have done a great job today. I think this is a lesson that is really going to help you as you move forward in math, as we finish the year out strong, and we go into 7th grade. Woo, 3rd grade. I was trying to skip you guys. You guys are smart, but we're going to take our time. All right. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.